It's me. This is HandSpoke here. Have you ever wondered what happens to furniture after dark? You might think once the lights go out, your old chair and table just sit there, waiting for morning. But what if I told you that's not quite the case? What if, under the cover of darkness, your forgotten furniture starts to whisper? Welcome to the world of midnight murmurs. It's a chilling phenomenon that occurs in homes where furniture is left alone for too long. Picture this. You're sound asleep, and suddenly from the depths of your living room you hear a faint rustling, a whispering breeze that seems to come from nowhere, but it's not the wind, it's your furniture. You see, there's a theory that furniture, when neglected and abandoned in the dark, starts to develop a sort of consciousness. It becomes aware of its own surroundings. The old dusty armchair that no one sits on anymore, it starts to murmur. The old coffee table that hasn't seen a cup in years begins to complain. They whisper secrets and regrets, and occasionally a bit of the new sofa. Imagine this, it's midnight. The moonlight filters across your window, casting eerie shadows across the room. The old rocking chair, once a beloved piece of furniture, now creaks softly, as if it's trying to get your attention. If you listen closely, you might hear it say, "Remember when you used to rock me every night? I miss those times." But that's just the beginning. Then there's the wardrobe. Well, the wardrobe. It stands tall and silent, but come midnight, it starts to murmur about the clothes on it used to hold. It might whisper, those old jeans you forgot about. They still remember the dances you had with them. And don't even get started on the old bookshelves. They talk about the stories they've read, the dust they've gathered, and they wish they were filled with exciting new tales. But it's not all harmless murmurs. Some say that the furniture can hold grudges. The old dining table left behind the washing machine in the attic might grumble about the meals it never got to enjoy. The rocking chair might moan about children who once played with it and they abandoned it. These murmurs can sometimes turn into eerie warnings, like the time the chair started screaming about the spilled milk that might never go away. And then there are the shadows. Sometimes when you're alone, you might see strange shadows moving on the walls, cast by the furnitures. It's just not your imagination. It's as if the furniture is trying to reach out to you, telling you it's not forgotten, even though it's hidden away. The whispers become more louder, more insistent, as if begging for attention. Of course, not everyone believes in the midnight murmurs. Some say it's just the creaks and groans from old furniture setting into a new environment. But if you listen closely, really closely, you might just hear a little whisper in the dark. The murmur from the old armchair. The sigh from the forgotten desk. Maybe it's just a trick of the night. Or maybe, just maybe, it's the furniture's way of saying, don't ever forget us. So next time you walk past the dusty old chair, or the wardrobe that's been sat in the corner for ages, remember it might just be whispering to you. And if you hear it, well, maybe you should give it a listen. After all, even furniture has a story to tell. Or so they say. until the next midnight. Thank you for listening. If you enjoyed and want to hear more, like, subscribe, comment what story you want next.